Hello guys. So my name is Vivek Sharma. I am the founder of Kingster 636 Games. I works and talks on Unity, game development, AR, VR, XR, blockchain gaming, NFTs, metaverse and all that stuff. So what are we gonna do today? We will be creating 10K NFTs with just 10 artworks. Well, this is good. This sounds interesting. But what better can we do is, we can be creating millions of NFTs just using 10 artworks. So how are we gonna do that? What will be the factors on which it will be dependent on? So it will depend on attributes first and some math. So what are attributes? Attributes are nothing but different components which sums up, combines, and then creates a more complete form. The very basic definition. So let's say, for example, over here we have a guy. चलो पहले वापस चलते हैं. So these are some of the attributes or components. Over here we have a body, a guy. We have a mustache and beard. We have some clothes. We have an eyebrows. We have the glasses. This is a gold necklace or something like that. So over here I have a dude with just his body, nothing else. So we can keep on adding more attributes to it to make it look better. So let's say if we add an attribute, mouth, facial hair, he's looking a little better now. If we add another attribute, hair, he's looking much better. If we add eyebrows, it's looking again a little good. Then glasses, much more better. Another attribute, clothes, even better. And maybe some accessories, like earring or necklaces and stuff like that. So this is the attribute parts. That means different component, which adds up and creates a much more complete picture. Next thing is why math. I mean, we understand that attributes are adding up and we are getting something, but why do we need math in this? So the answer is for multiplication and compounding. What is compounding? You guys know, na? Compound interest, math mein padha bachpan mein. So more or less the same thing. So over here we have a small exercise. So over here again I have that beautiful guy just with his body. So let's say if I create an NFT with this guy, so how many number of NFTs will be there? So the answer is 1 NFT, because this is just one image of a guy, no more combinations we can create. But let's say if I adds in another attribute here. So now how many NFTs can I create with this? Guys, please? 2. So one will be this guy with bald head, and another NFT with this guy having some hair. Now the fun part begins. Now I have added variations to the same attributes. Now I have 2 bodies and 2 hair. Now can you tell me how many NFTs can we create with this? 6. The reason is this gold guy without hair, with short hair, with long hair, 3. Then this pinkish guy without hair, with medium hair, with long hair, 6. So with just one image, we only had 1 NFT. With 2 images, we had 2. But just by adding 2 more, that means total 4 artworks or components, we have 6 NFTs. Now here the compounding starts. Let's say if I add few more variations. So now I have 3 bodies, gold, pink, red, and now I have another here, short, long, and green. So now the total number of NFTs we can create with this combination is going to be 3 multiplied by 4. Now why I'm saying 4 is because there is one version without hair, okay? So 3 into 4 is gonna be 12. So now we can create 12 NFTs by just using these 6 images. Now, the things get interested if I add another attribute and 3 variations of that. So now only we have 9 images, but the total number of NFTs we can create with this is 48. How? The gold guy with, let's say, long hair, with that cigarette mouth, gold guy, long hair, beard, and all that kind of stuff. We are going to generate live NFTs just in a few minutes. We will see how this stuff works, but just for the math. So 9 images, 48 NFTs, and the magic. If we add 3 more images, so the answer is going to be 192 NFTs. Why? 3 multiplied by 4, no hair, short hair, long hair, green hair, no facial expression, the smiling one, the beard one, the masked one, no clothes, the red clothes, this furry cloth, and this monk kind of clothing. So now, with these 12 images, components, we can create 192 NFTs. Then, let's say if we have total 8 attributes, body, hair, beard, cloth, accessories, something else. And if we have 10 of these variations for each one, so yellow body, pink body, red body, green body, blue body, doesn't matter. So now the question is, how many NFTs will I get? So the multiplication was simple, 10 into 10 into 10 or whatever. So the thing is, whoever will answer this question is gonna get this beautiful C# corner t-shirt. Yay! Guys, answer. You can throw random numbers at me, yeah? 10,000, okay? Well tried. Thoda zyada hai. More guesses? Come on guys, math use karo. I told you that this row multiplied by this row multiplied by this row multiplied by this row, that's going to be the answer. Use calculator, whatever. Sorry? 19 crore. A little high. आप थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा चले गए. Sorry? Louder? I didn't get you. 600K, okay. Not bad. A little high, yes. 2 million, a good number, but a little higher. Bolo, bolo. 2.1 million, a little more higher. So, मैं बता रहा हूं एग्जैक्ट फॉर्मूला जो आपको यूज करना है. These are 100 million किसने बोला? कितना? 100 million is the correct answer. Please आओ. आ जाओ, आ जाओ. So I'm going to tell you in a bit how this becomes 100 billion, I mean million. Very simple math. जल्दी आओ यार, फोटो खींचो. So the answer is 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, 8 times we get 100 million. Indian हिसाब से 10 crore. So this is the answer, 100 million plus. उससे भी ज़्यादा ही बनेंगे थोड़े से. So again, the title was creating whatever number millions of NFTs using 10 images. So here I have 10 artworks. So these are the 10 images जिनके हम components use करेंगे, attributes use करेंगे. We will use the variations, and then we will be creating all of those millions of NFTs with that. Fine? Over here, I even have repetitions, but even then, we are going to create that big number. So these are the bad boys, and let's go forward. Okay, so the software I am using to generate these is Unity. We are gonna go through the code as well. So right now what I'm gonna do is, if I hit play, I will have to be here for a second. So this is a randomly generated NFT जो अभी generate हुआ है. Cool? And using just components from those 10 images. जो भी NFT आपको अच्छा लगेगा, आप बताएंगे. We will make that as a image. हम उसे एक as an NFT export करेंगे. We will add that into the metadata file, the JSON file. और मैं बताऊंगा भी कि सब कुछ हो कैसे रहा है. So we are gonna go to that as well. ये अच्छा लग रहा है या फिर आगे चलें? Okay. This one? This one? We have 100 million combinations, so please be a little helpful. Okay. We can't go back. The program I have written is quite simple, so come on. Be a little generous. Let's go with this, okay? So when I clicked C, okay, so I have 3 controls over here. One is next, which generates another random NFT. One is C. What this will do is, this will capture the current NFT and will export that as an image and will add its attribute details to the database. And then we have P, which will generate the complete JSON file with all of the metadata for all of the NFTs. Let's go next. Next, okay, this guy looks good. I'll add him. So now, if you look at the bottom part, it says added to. Let's go next. Next, this looks half decent. I'll go with this. So I'll add this by. And yeah, this looks good. See. So now I have created 4 NFT images. And obviously, it's upon you. You can scroll through all of the 100,000 possible combinations, 100 million possible combinations. But just for the demo, we will be creating these 4. And then if I click P, it says that JSON file created. So I'll cut down Unity over here. I will go back to my home page. And over here, if I opens up this folder where I kept, where I took the output. Now over here, I have all of the exported images in this NFTs folder. Okay? All of them are here, trust me. And next, it have also created a JSON file for me. So I can open this up, and it have detail of, okay, never mind. So over here, we have all of the combinations, all of the attributes, the complete metadata. The ID, Fuzuki ID 1, I called this series Fuzuki for no reason. Background was burgundy. Body was human type. Clothes were alien type. Then the next part is accessories were none, so the one we never considered. Head was bolt, mouth was all right, glasses was sci-fi. So these are all of the this is the metadata by using which the combination number 1 was created. Obviously, I'm not able to zoom it for some reason, but सिर्फ JSON file है जिसमें सारे के सारे attributes लिखे हुए हैं.
So when you print this NFT, metadata would be stored in blockchain. The images would be stored on a sidechain.
Yeah. So actually, I have. So when you want to upload an NFT to a marketplace, you only need 2 things: the actual NFT itself, i.e., the image, as well as its metadata. So just now, I can go to OpenSea or the Binance NFT marketplace, and I can upload these 4 images with this metadata, and then that will create me 4 unique NFTs, and then you can sell them and do all that stuff. So now I'm going to quickly go through how this is happening. Are you guys interested in seeing the code or not? Okay. So this is a very basic code. I'm not doing anything fancy. If you see here, I have a parent object. Inside this, I have all of my attributes: backgrounds, body, and then accessories, glasses, and all that stuff. Inside that, I have all of those little images. So if I turn this on, you'll be able to see it over here, this here, then there can be another here. So all of the possible components I got from those attributes, divided from those 10 images, those are here. And For the files, script files, it's not very complex. Okay, perfect. So over here, I'm just using the names, then the parent objects, then this is the database creator, and this is the NFT generator. So when we start the program, it hits create, and then in create, it's just using a for loop. What it does is, it go to all of the parents, let's say for background. It will randomly open up one background. It will randomly open up one hair type. It will randomly open up one face. And then in update, what I'm doing is, when I click N, it just goes again and creates another NFT for me, and another combination for me. This is C#. Unity uses C#, but this is a very basic code. You can find this kind of code very easily for any possible language, C, C++, Python, and all that on internet. No, nothing like that. So these are just the details, and this part says that create the table in the database, blah blah blah. If I click C, read the current attribute type, the current variation in the attribute, and save that to my database, and that's it. Whenever I click P, save that as the JSON file and do all that stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that are your art skills. I mean, you can do that in Paint, you can do that in Photoshop. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can even take paper and pen and draw, and then click the image and then use that. So that's art part. So yeah, sure. So this software is Unity. So again, this is just for the designing part. You can use any possible software which have the ability to create a hierarchy structure, background, images of background inside that, faces, images of faces in that, and that's all. You just randomly turn on one of those, creates a combination, and when saving, just make a check that if this combination already exists, then give me an error that this already exists, go for the next one. Because even the possibilities are 100 million, but this is system, this can regenerate the same one. So you have to make a check on that.
What's the benefit of having so many features? Suppose you create many NFTs. How does it benefit?
So this is the good thing, right? Or no? Let's say if you are creating a racing game, for example, and all of the cars inside the game are NFTs. So initially, if you are launching the game, maybe 5 people come and play your game. But let's say if it gets as famous as Asphalt or NFS, so you don't want to have 5 cars in your game, right? You want to have million cars. You want to have 100 million cars, and that's where it comes. Your designer just have to do 10 car models, and then using those components, you will be able to generate 100 million cars for your 100 million unique users. So that is the advantage of this random generation. Please.
Is that we aren't generating an NFT for some game, we're just creating it for the sake of creating it and selling it on some platform. So how is it that some particular image which is not something of so much value, but is being sold for $100,000, and then it suddenly drops to a few dollars, and it's actually practically no use, it's just
So that is just smart investing. If somebody is going on the project just for the hype, if the market is saying, oh, this XYZ NFT is amazing, go buy that, and you spend your hard-earned money on that, and then that drops, and then that's your bad decision making. But if you believe the project, you like the project, you see the growth, you potentially see the use cases for that, then it makes 100% sense. Because you know that is going to hold some value in real life.
What
Right now, ape NFT do not have any value, realistically, because that is just an image. But the Board Ape Yacht Club is creating their own metaverse. They are creating their games. So now, whatever NFT you owns the character of the NFT, you will be able to use that inside your game as your own avatar. So now that has some value because now that's just not an image, it's your own identity inside the metaverse.
Considering that a firm is building an NFT which can be used further by me, would be a smart investment other than just a random.
If it's just an image and they do not have any plans to further take it anywhere away from just an image, that's a bad investment itself. Because I do see a lot of projects getting hyped even when they just have an image. So that is a bad decision because one day or no, it's gonna come down. Question, guys? I'll be more than happy to answer any of the questions related to NFTs and all of that stuff. Questions? Yeah, please.
Let's say an artist makes 10 images, and now you have built this complex code, and you can generate millions and millions of NFTs from that. So it also depends on the, let's say, on the creator as well. The amount of frequency he publishes with the NFT on the market.
Yeah, perfect. So I got your question. So the thing is, it's again for the use case. If somebody is making that just as a rareable, so obviously creating 100 million NFTs don't make sense. But for the example like NFS, if they are creating games, so they have a lot of users. All the users will need unique parts. So in that, this makes sense. If an artist want to create 100% unique drawn by hand and they don't want to use any random generation, they can just create 10 also. So those 20 images, 10 images are going to be 10 images if I don't decide to process it this way.
Or they can use it in this sense also. Let's say they generated 10 images. Now they use the 100 random combination which comes and then uploads it. So the frequency is less, and that.
Exactly the same thing we were doing. We had the option to export out all of the 100 million possible combinations. But we were selecting that I don't like this, I don't want to go with this, go to next. I like this, let's create this and add this to our collection. So, more questions? Yeah.
You are saying that we are owning that, right? So if we are owning that, so that means other person can't own that particular thing. So is there any regulatory body that is?
Okay, blockchain is that regulatory body actually.
Are they, getting with the government for that, like
No.
can't arrest you for this thing, right?
Let me tell you. So if it's just an image, you can download it, you can keep it with you. But again, in the ledger, in the database, in the blockchain, if somebody goes and checks, he can tell you if you are the owner or not. You have a duplicate file, you do not have the original file if you are not in the database. You are just using it as an image, not an NFT then. That is just an image like those 10 images, those were images, not NFTs. So now you have an image, not an NFT. Now, again, coming to the complex, use case. Let's say if you are inside a game, then if you own a car, you can't create a car. And let's say if you create that model outside, you can't use that inside that game. Because now that game will protect you from not getting copied. So that's the answer of the question. Okay. No. You can use any software. There are thousands of available. So what you have to do is, instead of creating that one complete image, you will be creating layers of that image. So if you are hand drawing stuff, so instead of creating the complete image once, what you will do is, on one transparent piece, transparent page, whatever, paper, you will be drawing the body. Then you will take another transparent paper, you will be creating the face. Then with another transparent paper, you will be creating the hair. Or if you are doing in Photoshop or some software, you will be using layers. So only then you will be able to, divide all of the components and then reuse them with other combinations as well. So you are saying when you have created the image, then what will you do? Okay, you can just go to YouTube, search how to upload an NFT on OpenSea. Simple. It's going to be a 2-minute tutorial. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you are counting 10 components as 10 different images. But let's say if you were not using layers and you were creating one art, so then also you would have painted those mustache and hair, right? So what I am saying is, instead of packaging that as one file, just export that as 10 different files. You are again creating just one image, one complete one, but just as different components. Yeah. And that will generate all of the combinations. There are, yes. Yep. So again, I told you that there are thousands of ways of generating this. So what I'm doing here is, I'm doing that, I now have the right to select that I don't want this, I want this one. Again, you can go to these, there are a lot of thousands of AIs like that who will take the combinations and will generate those for you. Yes. Okay, perfect. So if you goes to OpenSea, so just by seeing the image, you won't be able to tell that what is the difference in this image and this image, because when we are creating 100 million combinations, so at some point, you won't be able to check the difference. So metadata will help you that, in this one, the accessory was earring, but in this one, the accessory was garland. So that is the difference in those two images. So metadata will help you, differentiating 2 or more NFTs. Yeah. It provides the information of that generated image.
Let's say I have a physical asset with you, and let's say I created a digital asset out of it, an image, or I put it to Unity or any of the software. So now someone is owning that digital asset and someone is owning that physical asset. So is it going to be a conflict, or is it like two separate?
So the one who is owning the physical asset, again, he just have an image. Okay. The original owner is the guy who is marked on blockchain. I got it. You are saying that, let's say I buys a car, I creates NFT for that, and I sells that. So again, that's on the buyer to decide if he just want to buy the digital version of it, or he also want to hold the actual property. So for example, let's say if some country wants to buy houses as NFTs. So if a guy is happy just by taking the paper that, I am the owner, or want to get the actual ownership of the house, that depends on him.
Depends on the smart contract.
Yeah.
A smart contract would have all the details. Whether it just give the ownership of digital assets or the physical assets.
I'm talking about, is it going to create a conflict? Is it? Let's say you have the physical asset.
Smart contract need to create a very transition.
Right. So it depends on the creator who is handling initially.
Yes.
So smart contract is nothing but a code which says that these are going to be the things inside there. Let's say if you are selling a house on OpenSea, the smart contract says I am selling the house, you have sold the actual ownership to somebody, and now you are in India, you say I am not leaving the house, do whatever you want to do. Their blockchain have nothing to do. Now that's the consent of two parties who are buying and selling. So in the physical assets, the consent is important. If it's just digital, that's all. So guys, that was the last question for me.